Be prepared. Something extraordinary is happening, and it's not just you that's feeling it. There's a quiet phenomenon pulsing beneath our feet and above our heads, whispering through the air, echoing in the space between your thoughts. It's called the Schumann Resonance, often referred to as the Earth's heartbeat. And just recently, it surged to a power of 45. To put that into perspective, this kind of energy spike is rare, and for many, deeply personal. While it might sound like something from a science fiction novel, this is real. The Schumann Resonance is an electromagnetic frequency that pulses between the Earth's surface and the ionosphere. It has always vibrated at a baseline of 7.83 Hz, our planet's natural rhythm. But here's the crucial point. When that rhythm spikes dramatically, people feel it profoundly, whether they consciously realize it or not. And that's exactly what's happening right now. You might find yourself feeling off, questioning your mental health, your energy levels, or your clarity without understanding why. In reality, your body could be responding to a wave of energy far greater than daily stress. It's as if your soul instinctively recognizes a shift, even if your mind hasn't quite caught up. This is more than just science. It's a spiritual echo, a cosmic ripple. There's a growing belief that these surges in the Schumann resonance are more than environmental data. They are awakening codes. They don't just shake the atmosphere, they stir the soul. As the Earth's frequency rises, it's like a tuning fork, ringing through the collective consciousness of humanity, inviting us to rise with it, to awaken, and to remember who we truly are beneath the noise, distractions, and the pressure to conform. This isn't about conspiracy, it's about connection. Consider this: our brains, our hearts, and every cell in our bodies respond to frequency. When music moves you, it's not just sound, it's resonance. When you feel instantly calmed by someone's presence, that's not just chemistry, it's frequency alignment. So, if the Earth's frequency begins to shift, doesn't it make perfect sense that you would feel it too? That your internal world would start echoing what's happening in the skies and the soil? Perhaps the discomfort you're experiencing isn't a breakdown, but a breakthrough. This isn't merely about numbers on a graph. It's about the invisible current flowing through everything. It's that spontaneous feeling of peace that washes over you while walking outdoors, or a sudden flash of insight, a childhood memory, or a clarity that wasn't there moments before. These aren't coincidences. They are awakenings, and the Earth is playing its part. So, if you've been feeling the shift, more tired, more wired, more emotional, more uncertain, or more inspired than ever before, don't ignore it. Don't brush it off. You are not broken. You are responding to something ancient, profound, something most people never pause long enough to feel. But you are feeling it because you are tuned in, because you were meant to be. And right now, the Earth's heartbeat is louder than ever. What will you do with that call? It's becoming increasingly difficult to ignore that something fundamental is changing, not just emotionally or spiritually, but literally, energetically, electrically. This brings us back to the Schumann resonance. While it may sound complex, its essence is beautifully simple. It's the Earth's natural electromagnetic pulse, an energy that flows between the Earth's surface and the ionosphere. Think of it as a constant heartbeat, typically vibrating at 7.83 Hz. This frequency has been remarkably stable for a long time, often called the Earth's heartbeat because of its foundational and stabilizing role. We literally live within this frequency every day, whether we are conscious of it or not. It's the rhythm our bodies have synchronized with since before birth. the frequency within which we evolved, the background hum of the Earth's energy field. Our nervous systems, our brains, and our circadian rhythms have all been calibrated to this subtle yet ever-present beat. But now, that beat is changing. The Schumann Resonance recently spiked dramatically, reaching a power of 45. To grasp this, imagine your heart suddenly beating 6 times faster, not from exertion or fear, but because your entire environment has shifted. This sudden jump isn't just an interesting scientific fact, it's something many people genuinely feel in their bodies, in their hearts, and in their lives. These spikes, these sudden bursts of high-frequency energy, are more than electromagnetic anomalies. For some, they act as a cosmic alarm clock, a message, a nudge from Gaia, the living consciousness of the Earth herself, asking us to pay attention. Because when the Earth pulses harder, faster, and louder, something within us begins to stir. For centuries, mystics, sensitives, empaths, and healers have spoken about the intimate connection between human consciousness and Earth's energetic field. They understood, long before modern instruments could detect it, that shifts in the planet's energy correspond with deep shifts within ourselves. And now, science is beginning to confirm this ancient wisdom. When the Schumann resonance spikes, many people report a cascade of intense and often strange sensations: insomnia, mood swings, vivid dreams, anxiety, or sudden moments of profound peace and clarity. This isn't just happening to a few individuals. Thousands worldwide are experiencing this all at once. It's almost as if the Earth is emitting a frequency like a ripple through the collective unconscious, urging us to align, to evolve, to awaken. Have you noticed it? A restlessness in your chest you can't quite explain. A strange buzzing beneath your skin. Perhaps you felt more emotional than usual, crying over old memories, or even random commercials, or simply feeling everything more deeply. It's not just in your head, it's in your energy field, your body, your soul, your energy. They are responding to a call that has no words but speaks directly to your essence. And that call might be, wake up. These surges in the Earth's frequency aren't merely planetary events. They are invitations, openings. Each spike seems to carry an energetic code, urging us to shed numbness, conditioning, and the autopilot existence we've been caught in, to remember, to reawaken, to realign with the deeper truths that many of us have forgotten in the rush of modern life. Perhaps this explains why you've felt off lately. It's not dysfunction, it's transformation. What if the tension you're feeling isn't a problem to fix, but a signal to heed? What if your insomnia isn't just stress, but an initiation into deeper awareness? What if the fatigue, the emotional waves, the bursts of intuition or creativity are signs that your body is tuning into a new frequency, one that aligns more closely with your true self? Because when the Earth shifts, we shift too. We are not separate from this planet. We are living systems within a living system. When her frequency changes, our cells hear it, our hearts feel it, and our spirits rise in response. It's all connected. So, when the Schumann resonance hits 45, it's more than just a number. It's a signal, a turning point, a whisper from the ground beneath your feet, saying, you're part of something greater. You're waking up. Keep going. And perhaps, just perhaps, this rise in the Earth's heartbeat signifies that humanity's heartbeat is rising too. Now that we understand the Earth's heartbeat is accelerating, the next natural question arises. What does this mean for us, personally? The answer might already be living quietly within your body. Have you been feeling utterly exhausted, even after a full night's sleep? A bone-deep fatigue that no amount of coffee seems to alleviate? Or conversely, sudden bursts of restless energy at odd hours, a buzzing sensation in your system without a clear reason? Waking up at 2 a.m. with your heart pounding and your mind racing, as if something vital is trying to emerge. Vivid dreams are another common experience. Not fragmented random dreams, but truly rich, detailed, sometimes even prophetic ones. Dreams that feel more alive than your waking reality. Old memories surfacing, faces from the past, symbols, messages. It's as if your subconscious is throwing open the doors to everything you've stored away. Your emotions might also be in flux, one moment grounded, the next unraveling. You might find yourself crying for no discernible reason, laughing at things that aren't particularly funny, or suddenly remembering old griefs you thought were long healed. Many describe this as an emotional detox, a purging, as if your heart is being stretched open to accommodate something new. Then there are the physical sensations that appear seemingly out of nowhere. A flutter in your chest, a skipped heartbeat, or a more forceful beat than usual. That sense of vertigo or spaciness, as if you're not entirely anchored in your body. Tingling in your hands or feet, headaches that pulse behind your eyes, even a high-pitched ringing in your ears that doesn't dissipate. These aren't necessarily signs of illness or panic. They are energy, because fundamentally, we are electromagnetic beings existing within an electromagnetic world. While we often perceive ourselves as solely physical, we are indeed fields of energy, frequency, and vibration. So, when the frequency around us shifts, when the Earth herself begins to hum a new tune, it is entirely logical that we would feel it too. Yet, most people aren't aware of this connection. They simply conclude that they are falling apart. You might wonder, what's wrong with me? You explain your restlessness to your doctor, who might prescribe something for anxiety. You tell friends you've been crying a lot, and they suggest more sleep. But what if it's not merely stress? What if it's not dysfunction? What if everything you're feeling is sacred? What if your sensitivity is actually your superpower? What if the reason you feel so much, so deeply, so intensely right now is precisely because you are meant to? Because your nervous system is finely tuned? Because your soul chose this specific moment in history, this leap in consciousness, this global energetic shift? You are not crazy. You are not alone. You are not broken. You are breaking open. As the Earth transitions, so do we. We are not merely observers of this planetary shift. We are the shift itself. We are the bridge between the old world and the new, the channel through which this energy is being grounded and expressed. That fatigue you feel, it might be your body recalibrating to a higher frequency. That anxiety, perhaps it's your nervous system catching up to your soul. That emotional purge, maybe it's your heart clearing out old pain to make space for more love, more clarity, more truth. Every sensation is a message. Every wave is an invitation. This isn't about enduring. It's about awakening. You are not weak for feeling overwhelmed. You are wise for noticing. You are not falling apart. You are becoming who you were always meant to be. And yes, sometimes that process is painful. Sometimes healing looks like confusion. Sometimes growth feels like loss. But ultimately, it is all part of the unfolding. So, the next time your heart races for no apparent reason, or tears well up spontaneously, or you feel that strange buzzing in your fingertips, pause, breathe. Don't seek distraction. Don't suppress it. Listen, because that might be the earth speaking to you. That might be your own higher self breaking through the static. That might be a signal that you are not just surviving this transition. You are an active, conscious part of it. And while it can feel isolating at times, please know, you are not alone. Right now, all around the world, people are waking up, not in some dramatic movie scene, but quietly, gently, through symptoms, through subtle shifts, through a whisper in the dark that says, something is different now. And they are realizing that perhaps this discomfort isn't a detour from the path. It is the path. The earth is rising, and so are you. Let's truly absorb what the Power 45 reading of the Schumann Resonance signifies. It's far more than a mere scientific measurement or data point on a chart. For those who are attuned, those with open hearts and sensitive energy fields, it feels like a moment of profound spiritual gravity. It's as if something monumental is transpiring beneath the surface of our awareness. Many believe that when the Schumann resonance reaches such intensity, we are not just observing an energetic spike. We are crossing a threshold, a point of no return. Ancient traditions have always spoken of gateways, energy portals, and shifts in vibration that correlate with leaps in consciousness. These are moments when the veil between the seen and unseen thins, and more becomes possible. You may have heard terms like light codes or downloads used to describe those sudden flashes of insight, intuitive nudges, and profound awakenings that seem to manifest out of nowhere. Moments when you instantly know something in your bones, even if your rational mind hasn't caught up. What if Power 45 is one of these moments? What if this surge in the Earth's frequency is actually a spiritual activation, an energetic gateway opening not just around us, but within us? Imagine that this isn't random. Imagine that the Earth knows precisely what she is doing, that her pulse is rising because we are ready, not just to witness the change, but to be the change. What if this frequency jump is like a cosmic summons, echoing across the planet, awakening every soul that came here to remember their true purpose? Healers, teachers, visionaries, artists, leaders, quiet revolutionaries who were never meant to fit into outdated systems because they arrived to help construct a new one. Perhaps this is why you've been feeling so intensely lately, because something ancient within you is stirring, because the frequency around you is aligning with a frequency within you that has been waiting, sometimes for lifetimes, for this very moment. This frequency doesn't just stir the air, it stirs purpose. It activates remembrance. It's like your soul hears the earth saying, it's time. Time to release what has been weighing you down, not just in your mind, but in your energy field. The old fears, the outdated beliefs, the patterns that kept you confined because you were taught that playing small was safe. All of this is being shaken loose. You might perceive it as chaos or confusion, but beneath that surface, it is liberation. Because what if Power 45 isn't just a number, but a passage, a sacred marker on the path from who you've been to who you are becoming? A moment when you are not merely invited to wake up, but implicitly required to step into a higher frequency of yourself, to begin trusting your intuition more than your logic, to honor your emotions instead of burying them, to follow the pull of your soul, even when it makes no conventional sense. What if you are being asked to remember the gifts you have hidden, to reclaim the pieces of your power that you exchanged for acceptance, safety, or approval? This isn't about becoming someone entirely new. It's about returning to who you have always been, beneath the layers of conditioning. This frequency spike, this surge, is more than just energy. It is alignment. And it is asking something profound of you. Ask yourself right now, what is this shift asking me to release? Perhaps it's a toxic relationship, a job that drains your light, an identity you have outgrown, a belief that whispers you are not enough, that your voice doesn't matter, that you need permission to shine. Whatever it is, feel it, name it, honor it, and then ask, what is trying to emerge in its place? Because when the earth changes her rhythm, when she invites us to dance to a new beat, we have a choice. Will we resist or will we rise? This isn't about fear, it's about frequency. And if you are feeling it, if you have been cracked open by this shift, it's because you were always meant to be. You are not behind, you are precisely on time. This is cosmic timing in action, a divine unfolding. And even though it can feel intense, even though it can feel like everything is unraveling, it is truly a reweaving, a remembering. The earth is upgrading, and she is calling forth those who are ready to carry that frequency into the world. Not perfectly, not all at once, but honestly, gently, powerfully. So, if your world feels different right now, if you feel different right now, trust that. You are not being broken, you are being rebuilt. And the blueprint, it's already inside of you. It always has been. So, here we are, in the midst of something we can't quite explain, yet can absolutely feel. This energy, this profound shift, this rising pulse from the earth, isn't just a phenomenon to observe, it's an invitation to embody. The real question now isn't what's happening, but rather, how do I navigate this? How do I hold this much change without falling apart? The truth is, you don't need to do anything dramatic or extreme. You simply need to come home to yourself. Begin small. Begin with your breath. Because when everything around you is shifting, your breath is the one constant that can tether you to the present moment. Not a forced breath, nor a performance, but a slow, honest inhale. A breath that reaches deep into your belly and says, I am still here. Let it remind you that in this very moment, you are safe. That your heart is still beating in rhythm with the earth's. That no matter what storms swirl outside or within, there is a calm center, and it resides within you. Sometimes, the most powerful action you can take is to allow your feet to touch the ground. Literally. Take off your shoes, step outside, feel the earth beneath you. There is ancient intelligence in the soil, in the roots, in the stones that have witnessed civilizations rise and fall. When your nervous system is on edge, when you're holding more energy than your body knows how to process, the earth will absorb it from you, not as punishment, but in communion. She understands intensity. She knows how to transmute chaos into growth. You don't need to explain your emotions to the wind. You just need to allow yourself to feel them. Run a bath and add some salt. Not to fix anything, but to clear the energetic static. Allow yourself to be submerged, even for just a few minutes, in water that seems to whisper, it's okay to release now. Observe what surfaces, not just physically, but emotionally. The thoughts that arise, the memories that stir, the sensations that awaken. These are not distractions, they are messages. This isn't about cleaning your body, it's about cleansing your energy, giving yourself space to let go of what isn't yours, of what is too heavy to carry into the next chapter of your becoming. And if the external noise becomes overwhelming, the phones, the constant feeds, the persistent pull of outward attention, step away. Not permanently, but long enough to remember the sound of your own thoughts. We are so accustomed to being told what to feel, what to buy, what to think, that we forget we are allowed to simply exist. A moment of digital silence can be the most sacred gift you offer yourself, not because it's trendy, but because that's where your soul resides, in the quiet, in the spaces in between. Then pick up a pen, or open a voice memo, or simply stare at the ceiling and allow your thoughts to wander freely. Don't attempt to make it poetic or Instagram-worthy. Just be authentic. Ask yourself, what am I truly feeling? And don't stop at the first answer. Dig deeper. Allow the layers to unfold. You will be astonished by what reveals itself when you cease editing yourself in your own presence. Above all, return to your heart. Not the abstract concept of your heart, but the tangible feeling. That soft space in your chest that instinctively knows before you consciously do, that communicates in whispers and gut feelings. Let it be your compass. Because all this energy, all this rising frequency is not here to frighten or overwhelm you. It is here to awaken you. Not in some grand, dramatic fashion, but in gentle, personal, sacred moments. You are not broken because you feel deeply. You are not falling apart because you're tired, emotional, or confused. You are actually waking up. You are remembering. And the body you inhabit, the heart that beats for you every day, the intuition that has been quietly nudging you, all of it is responding to this extraordinary moment. You are not crazy. You are calibrated. You are being tuned to something higher, something truer. This energy is not meant to define you. It's meant to move through you, to clear out the noise so your authentic self can emerge. And the more you allow yourself to feel it instead of resisting it, the easier it becomes. The more you learn to trust the flow, to rest when needed, to cry when tears come, to be present in both the beauty and the mess of it all, the more this shift becomes something sacred. As this moment between us begins to settle, I want you to know something simple, yet profoundly powerful. This isn't just an energy spike, it's a soul call, a frequency that is waking up something ancient and alive within you, a deeper knowing, a deeper purpose. And you don't need to comprehend that purpose fully right now. You don't need to rush to become someone else. You simply need to listen. Because all of this is not random. It's a soul awakening. It's the earth and the cosmos in conversation, in harmony, working together to activate the next level of human consciousness. It's no longer about merely surviving. It's about living fully, presently, courageously. It's about choosing frequency over fear, choosing presence over panic, choosing love, even and especially when it's difficult. So take a breath, pause, feel the stillness behind these words. That, right there, do you feel it? That's not just the earth pulsing. That's you, remembering who you are. You don't need to figure everything out right now. You just need to be with it. Let it move through your body. Let it speak through your dreams. Let it shape you from the inside out. And when you're ready, when you feel that inner whisper say, "Yes, I feel it too," I invite you to share. Let's create space for one another in this transformation, because it's in our shared experience that isolation dissolves. It's in our community that the rising becomes tangible. If this resonated with you, if it stirred something within, if you wish to walk this path of awakening together, you know what to do. Subscribe, stay connected, and keep tuning in. Because this is just the beginning. The pulse has already begun. The awakening is already here, and you're right on time.